lights up? I want to see you people out there. I don't know why, but I do. Okay, good, that's better. No, turn it off. Now's your opportunity to ask all of those insightful questions about what you just saw, or what I had for breakfast. It's up to you. Let's start in some far-flung region. See, the people in the back are all asleep. So, yes, right there. Yes, sure. Stand up and let's hear your question, nice and loud.
Are you going to be a cameo in that movie?
What? Am I going to be in that movie?
Yeah, it's a cameo.
No. It's not like I didn't try. I auditioned. And Fede Alvarez, our new director, said I was too old for the role. That's all right. We paid him back. And we bounced his check. That'll teach the little bastard. I hope that answers your question, sir. Yes, right here. Please stand up and share your question with the world.
Are you going to work with Sam anymore?
Will I work with Sam anymore? Who's heard of Oz the Great and Powerful? I'm currently in that movie. Directed by the great Sam Raimi. I may be cut out. In big movies, if you have a small part, it's a very dangerous thing. Because if they want to cut something, they'll just go, get rid of that one stupid scene. So I'm hanging by a thread, but I'm still in it. That's coming out, I think, in March. So all of you, for that movie to make money, you have to go see it 1,000 times each. But if you want to see a big Hollywood spectacle, that's the movie to see. It's insane. Get your goggles ready. It's 3D goggles. All right. Thank you very much. Goodbye, everybody. I'm going over here. It's more lively. Where are you from, ma'am?
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas. I'll speak more slowly then. Come on, our family tree don't fork. Do you enjoy being with your mother and your sister? Kidding. Dallas is a big, fine, cosmopolitan city. Yeah, sorry. Do you know why architects build weird buildings in Dallas? I'll get to your question when I get to it. Do you know why? All these buildings with the weird green crap all around it, and the neon bullshit all over the things? Because there's nothing else to look at. I didn't say that. The architects say that. So they put buildings like that up so when you drive around Texas, you've been to Texas, right? It's kind of flat. So, all right, how about those neon buildings? Yes, all right. Sorry, ma'am, I digress.
Who made a prettier woman? You, Robert Trevor, or Michael Hurst?
Who made a prettier woman? I've been a woman twice. I played a woman twice. I'm the ugliest woman on the planet. I sent a picture to my wife, and she stopped downloading it halfway through. She was like, nope, ugly. Michael Hurst was very beautiful woman. Very full of himself. He kept hitting on me. No, he did. All right. Maybe I'm done with this section. Yes. Hello there.
Hey, I saw a story in the making of Evil Dead.
The making of this Evil Dead?
No, yours.
The original Evil Dead.
Yours.
The one from 33 years ago. I'm not shitting. You guys have no one's even 33 here today, but except you. You're like 70. It's all good. You don't look a day over 68. So, sorry, sir. What were you asking?
I got it. There was a story that you got your jaw broken. Can you tell us that?
I got my jaw broken on the original Evil Dead.
That was the story.
It's a different lie than we've been putting out.
Oh.
The lie that we've been putting out is that the final shot in Evil Dead is this comes racing through the cabin. This evil entity comes right up to me and smashes into my face. And the big lie that we were putting out, it worked pretty well because I've heard it over and over again now, is that Sam, the only way to get the shot, he put the camera on a motorcycle. And he rode the motorcycle through all the doors, and then when he hit me, he just had to hit me. It was the only way it was going to work, and I was willing to do it, as long as we got it.
Took it for the team.
Yeah, I took it for the team, so I broke like 4 ribs. Sam hurt his knees, he bent the gas tank in with his knees, flipped over the camera, and knocked his teeth out.
What really happened?
Nothing at all like that. Yeah, thanks. It's a good lie. But no broken jaw. But there were various reports that I was injured in a motorcycle accident. And I love the fact that people still believe that. Yes, over here.
How does one become a beast like Bruce Campbell?
How does one become a beast like Bruce Campbell? Define beast.
When you look at yourself in the morning, what do you see?
I see something that needs to be taken care of. That was a stupid question. You people. Yeah, that's right over here. Sure. What I think of the Evil Dead musical, I think you should see it at the first opportunity you have. The Evil Dead musical, if it's done really well, with a lot of money, with good actors, it can be a whole lot of fun. And if it's done poorly, with crappy actors, with no budget, it can be a whole lot of fun. You can't lose with that play. My favorite number is called "What the Fuck Was That?" So it's very enjoyable. It's like beach blanket bingo with carnage and mayhem. And the first 3 rows are the splatter zone. His limbs get cut off and blood is spurting. I went to see it off Broadway in New York City, the closest I'll ever get to that. And a guy came in on opening night with a white tuxedo and sat right in the front row. And the cast members know, so they just hosed this guy down. He walked out of there, he was pink. So he had a smile on his face. He's got it framed, I'm sure of it. So go see it. It's hilarious. And they figured out a way, unlike us, to combine all 3 movies, elements from all 3 movies. And I met the first guy who played Ash, and he was kind of a dick to me. I'm like, what's your problem? He goes, well, you only had to do this shit once. I got to do it 7 days a week and a matinee on Saturdays. Eat it, bitch. So, we never spoke again. Oddly, he was fired just after that. Yes, all the way in the back. Start with a big sack of cash, like you said, and then you're good to go. I did the first Old Spice ad, and they called back. They're like, we want another one. Can you sing and play the piano? I said no and no. They went, perfect. So I made the most money in one day doing something I can't do. It didn't make any sense at all. But sure, let's do another Old Spice. Let's do it. A lot of smelly people in the world. Yes, right here up front.
How do you keep the sexy up after all these years?
How do I keep the sexy up after all these years? I have a hot-ass wife, and we still do it. You went there, lady. I don't just bring that stuff out. I have a very private, personal life. Until now. Wow. Anybody else want to dive into my personal life? Yes, sir.
Got any pictures?
Got any pictures? You're a dirty old man. Think I'm going to show you? I'm not coming back there for a while. Yes, right here.
What was it like to play the king, and who came up with Bubba Hotep?
Who came up with Bubba Hotep? The movie Bubba Hotep. Joe R. Lansdale Lansdale, he wrote a novella about this. And Don Coscarelli from Phantasm fame sent the script over. And it was the weirdest script I had ever read in my entire life. But I thought Joe Lansdale did a great job. Completely absurd story. For those of you who haven't seen Bubba Hotep, I play a 68-year-old Elvis Presley who has cancer on his penis and he's dying in an East Texas rest home. And he hooks up with Ossie Davis, the great actor Ossie Davis, who thinks he's JFK, and then somebody dyed him black. And then he's got a bag of sand and his brain's being operated by batteries back at the White House. We team up to save the old folks' home from a mummy that sucks the souls out of old people through their butts. I said, where do I sign? Where do I sign? I mean, you can't, how can you lose with something so absurd like that? But the funny thing is, it's really just a story about old people, what happens to old people, because the young people in the rest home didn't even know who Elvis was, you know. So, and the great Ossie Davis, every day I kept going, Ossie, I know why I'm in this movie. Why are you in this movie? His grandchildren talked him into it. He goes, I didn't know who the hell you were. My grandkids did. They like those terror pictures that you did. But, all right, let's do it. So it was a great experience. You know, it was good. You don't run across those too often. You gotta do it. Oh, you know, there's only one company in the United States that makes those jumpsuits. And they license them. I mean, you have to return them. So I had 4 custom suits made for me for that movie, a white one, blue one, a black. They were fantastic, these suits. Every man in this room should have 3 of those frickin' jumpsuits in your closet. When you walk around, you're Superman. They had capes. Elvis wore capes. You think this is ridiculous? You should have seen Elvis was out of his freaking mind. I'm Superman. What the hell? But you feel like it when you're wearing those damn things. So we had to give him back at the end of it. And I worked with an Elvis impersonator for 5 minutes. Because he quit. This guy was supposedly the #1 Elvis impersonator on the Vegas Strip. And his claim to fame was that one night he was doing a special charity event and he asked that the jumpsuit company, could I wear one that Elvis actually really wore? And they said yes, for one night, because they were the same size. So he wore it and he started to, halfway through the show, he started to sweat through his outfit, just like Elvis did. And he started to smell brute coming out of the jumpsuit, because that's what Elvis, they couldn't wash these things. They could only steam them, so they were rank, and Elvis sweat like a son of a bitch near the end there. And so brute started coming out of the suit, and this guy basically had a nerdgasm on the spot. Because now he smelled just like Elvis too. Anyway, he quit on me after 5 minutes. He goes, let me see your stuff. So I started doing stuff. He goes, forget it, man, you're never gonna get it. I said, you suck as a teacher. Why'd you bring that up? Jeez. All right. Let's go to the risky zone over here. How about way over there? Yeah, right there. Sure. Sure. Well, you know, there's a lot of good surgeons out there. I don't know. You look fantastic, sir. You look like you're the best low budget, didn't really work hard ash I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, so a medium round of applause for this young man. Good, nice job. Let's not go crazy. It took him 5 minutes. It took a work shirt and tore it a few times. And what is it, a shop vac on your arm or something? Oh, okay, that's pretty authentic. Yeah, that's. Is that an employee tag? That you shop smart, shop S-Mart? All right, good. Yeah, I'm done with you. Yes, right here.
After playing Ash so long,
After playing Ash so long,
did you ever want to go back to him? Or were you...
did I ever want to go back to playing Ash? Have you seen those movies? I'm amazed I don't have to have a limp. I do sort of have a limp, yeah. No, those were physically horrifyingly brutal, sir. I was 21 when we did the first one. You know, when you're 21, nothing really breaks. And you don't care, you'll just do it. And then 6 years later, yeah, you're okay, still in my late 20s, yeah, no problem. Then in Army of Darkness, you're like going, oh, fuck, that hurt. So, that was 21 years ago. Army of Darkness was 21 years ago. So, might be a no, I don't know. Sam Raimi still claims he wants to make it. He wants to make Evil Dead 4 in addition to the remake. Look, and the reason is, you know, this remake, there hasn't been an Evil Dead movie in 20 years. Because we may or may not make another one, we thought, let's give the new generation of folks a movie that you can't see the green garden hose spewing shit. Is that too much to ask? We wanted to not see the wires and stuff.
Yeah.
That's all. So we did, and all the actors in that movie are better than we ever were combined back then. I'm telling you, believe me, I know. Yes.
In Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness.
How many of those lines you did, you know, like, Jack left town and you don't know shit? How many of those were improvised?
How many of those lines were improvised and how many were in the script? Most of them were in the script, but Sam would throw out lines while you're shooting, while the camera's rolling. He'll give you a speech. He'll go, no, okay, now say this. He'll give me like a freaking paragraph. Then I have to think about it. He goes, why are you waiting? Just say it. Because you just gave me a paragraph to learn instantly. He'd do that all the time while the camera's rolling. So in dailies, you just watch me going, listen, you primitive screwhead. You know? Blah, blah, blah. No, that's not it. I want you to say it like this. Listen, you jerk screwhead. You know, on and on and on. I went for 100 days with that guy. Why we're not making another one, this man. I do know that Give Me Some Sugar Baby, that when Sam made that one up, we were ready to shoot the scene. I was ready to kiss M. Beth Davids, you know. Nice, passionate kiss. We can't find Sam. Where's Sam? We find him giggling in the corner of the studio. I'm like, what's happening? Can we shoot the shot? He goes, I know what you're gonna say. I'm like, what? You're gonna say, he couldn't even get it out. He was so excited. You're gonna say, give me some sugar, baby. I said, that's the stupidest line I've ever heard in my life. He goes, shut up, you're gonna say it. Campbell, he'll turn on you like that. Get over there and say that line and hurry up about it. Quit making me wait. That's why we're not making another one. So that's where that line came from. I do know, by the way, that Give Me Some Sugar Baby is powerful stuff.
Yeah.
At one of these appearances, a guy came up and he goes, hey man, thanks for saying Give Me Some Sugar Baby. I'm like, why? He goes, well, I worked in China, in Beijing, and I had it translated into Mandarin, went into a bar, said it to a chick, and you got laid. Give me some sugar, baby. Because they probably look at you like, I can't believe you said that to me. Let's sleep together. I don't know why it would work. I think I'd get a drink thrown in my face or something. Yes, over here. Sure.
Which is your favorite Evil Dead movie?
Which is my favorite Evil Dead movie? Let's take a random poll. Let's do the applause meter. You know how it works. We'll do the first Evil Dead, the second, and the third. So, who liked the first Evil Dead most of all the 3 movies? Maybe a third. Evil Dead 2 out of the 3 movies. It's Evil Dead 2 by a nose and Army of Darkness. It's a clear winner, Army of Darkness. But why? Why Army of Darkness? Wasn't that one of the dumbest movies you've ever seen in your life? Trapped in time. Surrounded by evil. Low on gas. Right there, he knows. He knows. That's why there have been 17 versions of it. You suckers will buy every single one. That movie bombed when it came out. Do you realize that? It cost $13 million and it made $13 million. That's bad math. And now it's on American Movie Classics. Like, really? Ben-Hur? Army of Darkness, Talking Skeletons. All right. You know that movie got an NC-17? The ratings board saw it, they wanted to give it an NC-17. I'm like, you cut the skeleton's head off, dust comes out. Skeletons are talking. This is for 9-year-olds, this movie. We go, what would we cut? It's the cumulative effect. Bullshit, you gotta tell us what we have to cut. It's just too much, all of it. So, we went, okay, we made some cuts. Now it's approved. It's so ridiculous, the ratings thing. Goodfellas, the movie. Opening sequence. Bad guys are driving, right? They hear, oh, that fucking guy. They stop the car, open the trunk. There's a man bound against his will. They already tried to kill him. He's half dead, but they didn't finish the job. Joe Pesci takes a knife. Hey, you fucking guy, fucking guy. He stabs him like 28 times. The guy cannot defend himself. Hey, fucking guy, fucking slam. Opening of the movie. That gets an R rating. NBA can kiss my large ass. Make it a level playing field, sure. Go for it. But Scorsese has to make the cuts too. If we can't saw a demon in half, then neither can he. Sorry, Marty. If you're out there, he likes these conventions, he might be here, I don't know. Yes, over here.
Hey, I was wondering, what do you think makes a good script and what do you think makes a bad script?
What makes a good script and a bad script? It took me about 10 movies to figure that out. I just said yes to anything. Maniac Cop, let's do it! Yeah! The guy's a maniac, and he's a cop. Yeah! What a great idea. Alien Apocalypse, yeah! Let's do it. Sad thing was, it wasn't that long ago, so I don't know what the hell I was thinking. A good script, in my opinion, I'm a fan of the old 3-act structure. I know there's movies these days, they kind of like to mess around with it. Oh, you should see the movie, they tell it backwards. I'm like, learn how to fucking tell it forwards first. Before you start juggling, you know? Have a story. Like a story. Not zombies attack. I know you would love it. You would love it. Just get, it's like porn. Just get to it. Just get to it. Why? Why you gotta get me on all these tangents? Yes, right here. Superman. If I could portray any comic book superhero, who would it be? Well, I've worked with Hercules. I've worked with Superman, speaking of. Xena, I've worked with, is she a superhero?
God!
Of course she is. That's why you can cut her head off and kill her. I've worked with Spider-Man. I've worked with all of those jerks. They have too charmed of a life. I like a character with flaws, like Ash. Like the character Ash, he has no special service, special ops. He wasn't in any military whatever. He's just a jerk who is put in command of hundreds of people. And you realize, because he didn't say the words right, he caused the deaths of hundreds of innocent people. You don't get that anymore. You don't get that in a movie. You don't get heroes who are so tragically and permanently flawed that everybody sitting in the audience here could do better than that guy. Like, I met the Die Hard. I worked with one of the writers of Die Hard. And I said, you know, why couldn't that guy have been an accountant who's stuck in the air vent? He gave me a look like I was completely insane, because in the movie he's a cop. He'd go, well, how would he win? Like, well, that's what you gotta figure out, idiot. Make it hard. The guy's smart. He outsmarts the bad guy. What's wrong with that? No, I was special ops. All these guys are always special X bullshit. Just be a schmo. Just gonna get screwed up bad like Ash. Now I'm interested. We need another jerk hero. Yes, over here, right here.
Any chance of a Bubba Hotep sequel?
Bubba Hotep sequel. I don't know. I haven't heard. Really, Don, I think, was thinking about it, but then he made another movie recently that I hear is pretty good. So I don't know. Yes, sir.
Out of all the characters that you've played, which one is your favorite?
All the characters. Which one's my favorite? I'm not dead yet. A. So I don't know. Top 5. Ash was certainly a top 5 character. Why not?
What about Sam from Burn Notice?
Sam from Burn Notice. Absolutely top 5. Thank you for mentioning the #1 show on cable. I appreciate that. Thank you for bringing that up.
Thursday nights on USA.
Thursday coming soon in November. November. Yeah, whatever. I've already run for that office. Some people want Mitt Romney to win so that I can spoof him on Saturday Night Live. We'll just see about that. Yeah. What's that? What movie did I have the most fun? I have a theory. If a movie is easy to make, it's hard to watch. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? When you sit around on the set telling jokes, you're not really working hard enough. So, the movies that are fun usually suck. So the movies that were an absolute pain in the ass to do, like Army of Darkness, are, I think, have a better result, now that it's an American movie classic. Yes, in the back.
Do you have any anecdotes about bridging the language barrier on the set of the Screaming Brain?
Anecdotes about working in Sofia, Bulgaria, to make Man with a Screaming Brain. I now know how to avoid a gypsy panhandler, because they're good. They come and they shove their baby who's missing an arm into your face, and they follow you. One hand out, and the other one with the baby with the stump. I go, no thank you, no thank you. Now look, Americans, we walk like this. In a foreign country, to take a spot in America. And they talk like that, yeah! Hey, Roy, we're gonna go, look at, hey, look, there's a museum over there! What's going on? So they can spot us a million miles away. So this Romanian woman followed me for a block. No, no, thank you. No, ma'am, please. No, no, baby stump, baby stump. No, ma'am. Dear God, no, 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 it didn't matter. I went, fuck it, let me try another language. I spoke French to her. I said, je ne sais pas si le camion peut traverser le pont. Which is, I don't know if the truck will be able to cross the bridge. She looked at it, she got a look at her face, she went. Because she knew the French weren't going to give anybody a dime. So, if you find yourself in a foreign country with a relentless beggar, speak French. And apart from that, nobody spoke English. I had my apartment, it's in Cyrillic, by the way, which is like, it looks like gobbledygook. You can't tell any word from anything. So I had it, my apartment address translated into Cyrillic, and I had it laminated because I had to use it a lot. And I would just give it to the cab driver. Capitalism was starting to take hold in a former communist country, so people are like, oh, I can drive a cab. And they'd come into Sofia, but they don't know where the hell they are going. So I'd get as far as I could go. When the guy was going around in circles, I'd go, ship, ship, stop, stop. Take my little laminated card, pay him, get another cab, see how far we can get this time. Eventually we'd see a landmark, because they still had giant statues of women clutching a baby with their boob exposed, holding a rifle over her head. And these are 100 feet tall. God bless communism, they did the best statues. These statues were impressive as hell. So, I'd spot one of these women clutching baby and breast and rifle statues and get out and then walk the rest of the way from there. Yeah, they made roads once there. You wanted a road, there's your road. You didn't say anything about maintaining the road. That was not, when we said we'd build a road. So they got roads there that they built once. I don't want to take that poor country down. Those poor bastards made $110 a month when I was there. Why is business leaving this country? It's hard to compete with that. And so somebody said, look, the only way you're going to get Man with the Screaming Brain made is to go to Bulgaria. So I did. Hooray. Yes, over in the back there.
Would you say that the new Evil Dead movie is going to be a lot darker compared to the original series?
The original Evil Dead, the movie that we'll show you again in a few minutes, is straight. It's a straight up old school horror movie with not that many digital effects. It's mostly makeup effects done pretty well, I think. So it's a very respectful. Fede Alvarez was handpicked by Sam Raimi, and this guy's from Uruguay. Go figure. This guy, he made a short called Panic Attack. You can look it up on YouTube. Robots Attack the City. It's a little short movie he made in Uruguay in between directing commercials. 3 weeks later, he's in Spielberg's office. Hi, say, we'd like to make a picture with you. I mean, he went to every studio, and one of his stops along the way was Sam Raimi. And he was a big fan, and Sam was like, they got to talking about this, and he pitched an idea, and Sam thought it was great, so here we go. So you're gonna have all the familiar elements. You got your book, your nasty book that should have been left alone. You got 5 new idiots who shouldn't have been there. You got a cabin in the woods and you ain't getting out. So it's another long ass night for these people. And yes, it's not jokey at all. The director Fede wanted that take on it. He didn't. That's why the main reason why I'm not in it. It's true. He goes, well, I'm gonna put you in there, so hey, give me some sugar, baby. Watch out for that cabin, you kids. Hey, what's wrong? He's like, what do I do with you? I went, all right, relax. I'm not trying to force myself into your stupid movie. I hope you like it. We're gonna screen it for the first time next Tuesday in front of a recruited audience to see what they think. So I'm very excited. I want you to know that we're the 3 original producers making this movie. This is not some cigar chopping producer going, yeah, I'm looking for a picture. I have women with big tits and a lot of blood, yeah. What you got? Evil Dead, let's do it, yeah. This is a handmade movie by the 3 of us picking a new director that I think kicks some serious ass with actors that can really bring it. Jane Levy is the new star of this, what hopefully will be a new franchise. She kicks ass. If you've ever seen, is it Suburgatory? She's in that. And she's wicked good. So I really recommend it, not just because I'm a phony producer of the movie. When I saw it, I was very happy and relieved. It's 90 minutes. This is not a long movie. This is going to be a little thrill ride. It's going to pick you up and it's going to slam you down hard. And you'll feel good afterward. All right. Right here.
Yeah, for Army of Darkness, which ending did you like better, the original or the S-Mark?
Army of Darkness. Do you like the original ending or the S-Mark ending?
Good question.
Let's take a friendly poll. The original ending of Army of Darkness, Ash, the idiot, forgets how many drops he was taking, takes one too many drops, wakes up and the world has been destroyed and he's cosmically screwed. So what's the applause meter for that original ending? That's what you said on your scorecards. We don't like this ending. And the new ending, where Ash goes back to S-Mart and lays waste to one last demon, and hail to the king, baby, kiss, kiss, happy ending. All right. Well, that's why there's a new ending. The audience, if you have more poll than you know, because we're going to get a recruited audience and we're passing out cards. And it's brutal because it's all anonymous. So they say the nastiest things on those cards, but if you keep seeing the same nasty thing over and over again, there's something that people don't like. But you have to be careful. Sometimes people will mark a scene down because it made them feel uncomfortable. In the original Darkman, anybody see Darkman, the original Darkman? Yeah. Colin Friels plays a wealthy developer. And after Darkman gets blown up in the lab, he's starting to woo Fran McDormand. Well, Sam Raimi wanted to have a scene, a private scene that only the audience would watch, to let them know that this guy was a creep. So in his apartment, he comes walking out. He's just taking a shower. He only has a towel around his waist. And he has a box. He takes to the end of his bed, he opens the lid, and has a shimmer of gold on his face, and you see that it's gold coins, gold crew grants, a box of them. He takes the box and he throws it onto the bed. Then we cut behind him, he drops his towel, and he dives onto the bed, and he's writhing in the coins. He's making love to the coins, and then you cut to him the next day. Hi, how are you? I'm here to take you out. And the audience goes, oh, ooh, he's a creep. So you feel for Fran McDormand. That's exactly what he wanted to achieve. All the scorecards. That scene made me feel real uncomfortable. I just don't like to see a man getting it on with gold crew grants. Not for it, not for it. So, that got cut. It was my favorite scene in the movie. And an executive came up to me and goes, Bruce, I'm gonna give you that scene so you can keep it in your little pocket, because it's out. I was like, you pussy. Just do it, man, it worked. So sometimes you see movies that have been edited by you. You bastards have ruined some of these movies. Not just me. Yes.
What's your least favorite thing about being in the Twitterverse?
The Twitterverse. The Twitterverse, wow. It's a scary beast. I'm dipping my toe into it. It's good in that I can get the word out real quick. Hey, what's going on? This, that. And it's like your own little channel, so you can pick the tone of it. Like, I don't do politics, I don't do any of that crap. I do like sunsets and dumb shots of me walking in nature. You know, it's very, very harmless stuff. But a tweet the other day was from a person who is seeking much attention and tweeted my home address.
Oh.
Yeah. Saying, hey, you're done with burn notice, I guess you must be here now. Yeah, so that's when and then my tweet, to the Twitterverse was, this is why celebrities stop tweeting. Because there's always gonna be somebody out there who thinks you're somebody that you're not, and either is pissed at me for some reason. Like, I'm a pretty honest guy, I've screwed over like 2 people, I think, in my whole life. That's not really my bag. So, what did I do? Did I stiff a guy who was bringing me an ice bucket? What did I do? Somewhere along the way, Was I a lousy lay at some point? I mean, what? What happened? So you wonder that, but there are folks who, need a little help too. And unfortunately, that's the type of person who meets you in a parking lot and stabs your eyes out. So, that's why I carry a shotgun with me at all times. Just checks us out, they're all. That's why I walk like this when I walk along. I ain't stiff. I'm packing heat. Yes, right there in the middle.
You're doing more voices in video games.
Well, I'm doing more voices in video games. You hiring? Well, I just did the new Amazing Spider-Man game is out. So, yeah, we'll see what happens in the video game universe. I suppose somewhere, sometime, yes.
I was wondering, there are 2 projects I was curious about.
Go ahead and stand up there so I can see who the hell is doing this. Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash. Sequel to My Name is Ruse. Well, I'll answer the first one easily. We got a call from New Line Cinema. How about Ash versus Freddy versus Jason? And we went, sounds great. Ash can kill both of those assholes. And there was a long pause. And they went, well, no you can't, actually. It was actually a very short phone call. Because why? Eventually we could only control what our character did. That sounds creatively bankrupt to me. And monetarily you gotta split it with 2 other movies. Do the math. What was the other question? Sequel to My Name is Bruce. Why? Because it made $100 million? That thing wasn't released, it escaped. Here's what I found. Fans are picky. You guys, you're picky people. Picky people. In the movie, the character I'm playing, Bruce Campbell, a facsimile of myself, is kidnapped by a fan to fight an ancient Chinese god of war. Because he thinks I can really do it. And of course, actors can't really do shit. And my stunt guy has had a great career. He really has. He's hurt himself bad. And I'm glad it's him and not me. I don't really know where this is going. Or what the original question was. Where was I? I swear to God, I lost track. You and your stunt stories. Sequels to My Name is Bruce. People were pissed that at the end of the movie, when Bruce has to take on the Chinese God of War, he doesn't really know what he's doing. They want him to spout trash and kick ass. And so I'm mostly concentrating on another movie where the lead character is more of an official ass kicker, because the fandom didn't really get that excited about watching a guy who couldn't really do anything. So I learned a pseudo lesson. Never make a movie for you people ever again. So let's do three last questions, maybe one from each zone, depending on the question. Three last questions, and then we're going to show this clip again and let you move on. Yes, right here.
Do you have another book coming out anytime soon?
We have another book coming out eventually, yes. Called Vagabond, an actor's gypsy life. It's like a travel book, only it's like what you do when you're on location in Sofia, Bulgaria. Which is some pretty weird shit, let me tell you. And like visiting the troops in Iraq, I visited the troops with the Star of Burn Notice in '09. I have a lot of respect for the people who actually do the shit. I mean, they were very happy that we showed up, but I'm like, dude, I'm even happier that you're the guy with the thing on the thing and with the thing with it and doing the shit. So I have a lot of respect to all of our troops. You don't have to like the war or war itself, but you gotta honor the warrior. Much respect to our troops. Support them any way that you possibly can, because there's a lot of people coming back who are fucked up, and we got to be there to help them out a little bit. That's my theory. Yeah.
The movie The Cabin in the Woods?
The Cabin in the Woods, the movie.
Yes. The cabin from that movie, is it from the same cabin from Evil Dead?
I did not see that fabulous movie. So you tell me, it was similar, right?
Yeah, I think it's exactly the same plot.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it was just, yeah, they were giving it a little nod, I guess. I see. So they owe us money, is what you're saying. I'll get a hold of them. Apparently the movie did well. 10% of it would be fine. This might be the last question, depending on if your question blows or not. Yes.
So I recently found all...
Nope. Next question. Sorry, I gotta let you finish, don't I? Rude.
that you did a gay sex scene. How did you feel about that?
I did a gay sex scene in a show called Beggars and Choosers. How did I feel about that? I did an interview for a gay magazine, and one of the questions was, would you kiss a man? I said, can I see the man first? Might be worth it. But in the scene doing it, the actor I was working with was a gay man. And I was playing a character who had beard stubble, and I said, I'm sorry about the stubble, because we had to kiss. And he goes, nah, I'm used to it. Now, you think about it, you would get used to it. And especially if both guys have stubble, then it kind of cancels itself out or start a fire. Shooting a heterosexual love scene is very uncomfortable, so this was too. And I warned him if he got excited, I was going to leave. I said, I don't know how I look to you. I might look hot to you. I might be a good kisser, but if anything weird starts happening, it's going to be early lunch. Thank you for that bizarre and beguiling question. All right. I want to thank every one of you for showing up today. You don't have to be here. This convention's very happy that you're here. It's a fun place to go and not be ridiculed like you are at your office where you work. You have 1,000 instant friends, and a lot of you are going to get laid this weekend. I know it. Darth Vader, I love Chewbacca. Let's do it. And I'm glad for all of you. It sounds great. Because people say, well, Don't those fans scare you? No, it would scare me if people didn't do this. Because they would have no outlet for all of their insanity. So I appreciate that. Thank you for coming. Have a great day today. And here comes an evil